Hey, it's Stace here from Next Edge Tutorials. In this lesson today, I'm going to be giving you a step-by-step guide on how to do a 1-foot spin. So a 1-foot spin is something that every beginner skater dreams of doing. You've already learned those basic elements of marching on the ice, swizzles, and pumps, and now it's time to learn the 1-foot spin that might seem a bit scary. Well, in today's lesson, I'm here to show you that it's not as scary as you think. We are going to learn 5 simple steps to help you get that 1-foot spin. So what are we waiting for? Let's jump in and let's go. All right, we are ready for step number 1. Now, just to inform you that I spin counterclockwise. If you spin clockwise, just make sure that you reverse everything. So the very first step is going to be pumps. I'm going to set my left arm in front, right arm slightly back, and we are going to do big pumps to a tight circle. So I'm gonna start off, I'm gonna be pumping with my right leg. So we're gonna go pump, pump, pump and hold. And then just draw it up. Very simple. So we're taking that line speed and then converting it to circle speed. Let's do it one more time. So I have my left arm in front, right arm slightly back. Make sure my palms are pressing down. So we're gonna go pump 1, pump 2. Now hold the third one. Hold and then draw it up. This is a very easy first step. So again, we're taking that line speed and we are converting it into circle speed. On that last pump that we do, I hold it. I want to feel that stretch between the legs. Holding here and then pulling everything up towards my center. So before we jump into our next step, I want you to click on the link below in the description for your free PDF guide on the figure skating training plan. Now, this is just gonna help you get organized on the ice because I know a lot of skaters come to the ice rink and then they don't know what to practice. This is gonna help you get organized and that way you are productive throughout your session. So please give it a click. That way you are prepared when you go to the ice rink. Now we are ready for our second step. In our second step, we are going to be doing a 2-foot spin. So the entry stays exactly the same. So let's take a look. So we go left arm in front, right arm slightly back. I'm gonna pump with my right leg. So we're gonna go pump 1, pump 2, pump 3, hold it back, draw it around and in. So I'm using that pump and my right arm to create that speed coming around, and I want it as smooth as possible when that side comes around. Press around and then up. And as you can see, I'm not drawing my arms in completely to my body. I have a little bit of space. That way, if I want to, I can increase my speed. So let's take a look at it one more time. Left arm in front, right arm slightly back. We're gonna go pump 1, pump 2. Now hold this, staying over that left, bringing that right around and hold. I'm using that back arm almost like you're moving through water. You're not on top of the water coming around. You're moving through water. It makes it a bit more difficult. You know, if I'm on top of the water, I can easily do this with my arm. But if I'm underneath the water moving through, it's a bit more difficult. But that's what we want to create for that spin, coming around and then drawing it up and in. Now we are ready for the third step, pulling it up to 1 foot. So you're gonna see me take that right foot, draw it in, and then lift it up here. Now, when I pull this right leg up, I wanna make sure that my knee is in front of my body. Don't let it hang back here trying to spin. It throws you off balance. You want to be stable over your left leg, so it makes it much easier when that right knee is in front of your body. And it's nice and tight, that way you can balance here, holding. So let's now add our pumps. We're gonna keep our entry exactly the same. That way we're very consistent in what we're doing. So I have my left arm in front, right arm slightly back. We're gonna go pump 1, pump 2. Now hold this, hold, 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 hold. Bring that right leg in and lift it up. And nice exit out. It is so important also to practice your exits. As you can see, I did it from the very, very start. Even if you're not amazing yet, pushing back on one foot, just start. Start somewhere, even if it's a quick lift up. Learning how to transfer that weight from that left, pushing to the right. Now, let's go back and try this 1 foot spin again. So we're gonna go left arm in front, right arm back. We're gonna go pump 1, pump 2. Now we're creating this circle speed here, bringing the right side around and then picking the knee up and exit out of the spin. Just remember, when you pull that right leg up, all your balance should be over your left leg towards the front of the blade while spinning, because we are spinning backwards. You don't want to get on that heel while doing this third step. Now we are ready for step number 4. Now, I probably already know what you're thinking. Well, Stace, I've already done a 1 foot spin. Well, here I'm gonna teach you that simple little bridge to look more like a professional. So we're going to start with a back crossover. We're gonna step forward with that same pump and pull it up to that 1 foot spin. So I pull my arms up. I'm always looking where I'm going. So I'm gonna do back crossover, step forward, pump around, draw that right leg up, and exit out. Do you see how we're taking that pump around and up? Because it's so important to reinforce that left outside edge. Let's look at it one more time. So back crossover. Here's my wind up. Step, pump around, and up into that spin. And exit. So now you can see how I call it a bridge between our first 3 steps and now this 4th step. The difference is adding that back crossover, so we are starting to look more like a professional. Now we are ready for step number 5, and this is going to look like a professional spin. So we're gonna start with the back crossover. We're gonna pull up here. I'm gonna do the back crossover. Here's my wind up. I'm gonna step forward, hold that outside edge, and then draw it in. Now, this is where that outside edge and what I was talking about earlier, taking that line speed and then converting it into circle speed. It's so important that when you step forward, you are stepping on a beautiful left outside edge, holding the edge until it 3 turns into that back inside edge spin. This is so important because if you don't hold that outside edge, you are going to do a straight line, step, and then trying to create a spin. And all it's gonna do is create a travel down the ice. Yes, we wanna take that line speed, and again, I know I keep talking about this, converting it into circle speed. So you wanna make sure that you press that left outside edge here. Press it, press it, press it, press it, press it. Then the foot turns 3 turn, and then you draw it up. This is how you are gonna get the 1 foot spin from that back crossover. So let's take a look at it one more time. We're gonna pull up. Here's my back crossover, here's my wind up. I'm gonna push into my left arm. This right side's gonna come around, 3 turn, and then draw it in and out. This completes the spin. We have a beautiful crossover as the beginning. Our spin is the middle and our exit is the finish of the spin, the end of the spin. So when you're practicing, it doesn't matter if you're on 2 feet or 1 foot, have a beginning, a middle, and an end every single time you practice this 1 foot or 2 foot spin. So there you have it. That is your 1 foot spin. Now, as you could probably already tell, there were little bridges from 1 to 2. It was doing a 2 foot spin. From 2 to 3, it was pulling it up to 1 foot. From 3 to 4, it was learning a new entry. And from 4 to 5, it was the complete 1 foot spin. And this process goes for anything in figure skating, from jumps. Have steps. If you're not quite getting step 3, keep working on it, because once you get step 3, it makes 4 easier, and then it makes 5 easier. So just remember, sometimes things take time, and that is okay. Thanks for watching Next Edge Tutorials, and looking forward to seeing you in our next lesson.